Hello everyone, I'm Jivika Kancharla and I will be explaining to you guys the question 5 of homework 1. So suppose there are 100 people that are waiting for a blood test of some kind of a disease to be done. The probability that one person out of these 100 people test positive is 0.1. Now to calculate these tests, there are two methods that are possible. That is method 1, where you test each person one by one, then you will have to do 100 tests in total. And method 2, where you divide 100 people into 10 groups with 10 people in each group. Then you will mix these 10 people's blood samples and test that mixture. So if the result of that test is negative, that means everyone in that group is negative. If the result of that test is positive, that means that at least that one person in that group is tested positive. Now the number of tests that we'll perform in this process will be 1, that is the individual group test, and 10, which is to determine which person has been tested positive, that will be equal to 11. Now according to the question, we are supposed to find out what is the number of tests we need to do by the second method, that is this method. Let's look at the solution. So as you can see, there are given number of people is equal to 100. Dividing them into group of 10 will make it a total of 10 groups. So let x be the event that one person tests positive. So probability of x will be 0.1 and probability of x bar will be 1 minus probability of x, which is equal to 0.9. The number of tests in a group when no one tests positive is equal to 1, because in that group you're only going to perform that single test. The number of tests in a group where at least one person tests positive is equal to 1 plus 10, since one test you will do for the group and 10 tests we will perform to determine who has tested positive, thus making the total number of tests is equal to 11. Therefore, for a group of 10 people, the total number of tests that you should perform is equal to 1 into probability that all the group members test negative plus 1 into probability that at least one member tests positive. Now, the probability that all the members in the group test negative, that is this part, is equal to probability of x bar power 10, since there are 10 groups, which is equal to 0.9 power 10. Now the probability that at least one person in that group tests positive is equal to 1 minus probability of x bar power 10, which is equal to 1 minus 0.9 power 10. Now we will substitute this value and this value into this equation, and let's see how that goes. So that will be 0.9 power 10 plus 11 into 1 minus 0.9 power 10, 11, because if one person tests positive, we'll have to do 11 tests for that group, and 0.348 plus 11 into 0.651, which will be 7.51. Therefore, for 100 people with 10 groups, the average number of tests that you will have to perform will be equal to 10 into 7.51, 7.51 being the value that you have calculated here. So when you multiply that, you will be receiving 75.1, which will be equal to 75 tests. Therefore, if we use the second method, we will have to do total 75 tests in total. However, if we use the first method as given in the question, we will have to do 100 tests in total, and in second method we will have to do only 75 tests. Now this 75 tests is less by 25 tests when compared to the first method, thus making it a better method when we compare it to method 1.